Jumbo.
Yan ang mo sa plano, sa plano. Yan sa plano na. Jumbo, sir. 1-3 jumbo. Half.
There's your front there. Wow, this is what coined Rainbow Valley. That's all rice. Wall to wall rice. Rainbow Valley. Yeah. .com builders across the street. Wow, that one's a monster. Look at that, look how big he is. I'm touching that wall right now. He is literally the length of my index finger. Wow. He's a beauty. Well, I sprung a leak in the pipe, see it? Where they heated it up and it'll bend it. It's leaking right there. So I'm gonna repair it with some marine epoxy. I reckon that's the thinnest part that it was right there because of that bend. So I mixed the epoxy too soon, I think. I have to remix it, I think. Because I got this faucet on to reduce the pressure now, but the faucet ain't even running. But the water's still squirting there. Let me see, what do? I let the water out of, let me see. Yeah, I closed off the valves, but I turned off the pumps. I think I can just undo this valve and let the water out. Maybe. Turned up the valve to the tank up there so no more water can come in, and turned off the pressure pump. Wow, still squirting. Let me try to want to router it out a little bit with this knife here. I'll give it like a little female cone for the in the hull for the I don't know how it's still. Anyway, I need both my hands here. Sanding down. I routed out the hull a little bit with this knife. Now I'm sanding the surface of it. You saw it leaking. Might have to make a new epoxy, marine epoxy mix because I didn't know it was still squirting. So Let me get down. All right. Okay, it's hard to reach it. Right. Oh, God. Damn, man. Shit, I put my hand in it. Marine epoxy. I think this will do the trick. Yeah, the tricky sea, it changes. It is quite magnificent. It's got a million faces. Wow. That's what heavy rains would do to paradise. It turns the water sand, you know, it looks like muddy, but it's really sand because it's dark sand. It turns it in like that when there's a lot of runoff. So, no biggie. No big deal. Tomorrow it'll be back to its true color, which is way out there. See it out there. That's the true color, shining through. Kind of crazy to be checking this now, but I want to know, did my patch out here, is it leaking or not? The reason I'm crazy is because it just got finished raining like dogs and cats, or should I say monkeys and brats, or whatever. Because everything's wet when he steps, and it's not exactly all that sturdy anyway. Ugh. That middle, this square piece right here is just 1/8 wide. Probably some metric number. Anyway, I fix it with El Capitan epoxy, marine epoxy, and in that bin right there, you see it. It's not leaking because there's like 35 pounds of pressure on it. So it would be spraying like it was before. It's not leaking at all. Good, very good. And you know that filter right there, that's the number 3 filter. So it's dark like that. It's got charcoal in it, so it's not dirty. The water already went through that filter down there. Number 1 is right after it comes, you know, it's before it gets pumped up here to this tank, storage tank. It's in between that storage tank and the well. So it gets filtered on number 1 before it gets stored, and then when it comes out of there, when the pressure tank gets too low, it sucks water out of the storage. There's a float valve in the storage tank, so when it gets too low, it turns on the pump down on the ground and fills back up. But when this pressure tank gets too low, the valve in there gets too low, then it repressurizes the tank there to provide water, and then when we use it, it uses that pressure and goes down until it gets down to like 18, and then it goes from 42 to 18. Then it pumps it back. It pumps it back up to 42 when it gets down to 18, and it works as you use it. I don't know what that one drip on that looks like it's coming from. It is, I think. I think there's pressure leaking out of there. There is. There's my wrench right up there. Hey, Rain. Focus.
Yeah.
Okay. There is pressure leaking out of this, because I saw it up along this. I saw this drip right here for one thing, which made me suspicious. But it's leaking right around the screw. So I already have my wrench up there. Tighten it a little bit. Yeah. Without falling off this ladder. Wow. I never feel comfortable up here. Let me sit down so I don't fall off this thing. Wow. All right. Because it's got pressure on it now. That's why it cannot be tight. There's too much pressure. Why? Don't do it. Have to back the system down. Oh. See, that's what I didn't want to happen to me. Okay. Because it's got so much pressure on it, we cannot tighten. But it's just a barely leak. So it can wait till tomorrow when it's dry and more light. Never come down a ladder forwards like this. Only 62 can do this. All right, go ahead and go back inside, back. Get off. Yeah, that can wait till tomorrow. It's kind of slippery, and I'll dry that off and make sure I got good footing. Put some tennis shoes on and depressurize it. And it's just a slow leak anyway. You know how it's got the threads that when it screws on there, you can see a little bubble following the thread. That's how I know it's leaking. It wouldn't be doing that. Not inside the threads. It was threads above it and below it. And I saw a little bubble going, nah. Not my thing. I want to keep like that. So, anyway, that's it for 62. I'll see y'all on the flip-flop. You know, my first day of waiting for an email back from the U.S. Embassy, which has a Social Security office there. I know that one of my friends told me that went back to that has the Octagon bill. He told me another friend of mine, Bill, has dealt with that Social Security office before, so he can enlighten me on what to expect and everything. So I will see him. Hopefully, I'll see him Tuesday. Expat Tuesday is coming up, and he came back. He just came back from vacation. I believe he went to Thailand. Oh yeah, I was jealous too. Man, I want to go to Thailand. Why can't I go to Thailand? Maybe when I get the Social Security stuff straightened out, we're gonna pick a country out around here. We're gonna take a walk on the adventurous side. Yeah, but